and well, that we must protect them. Kiwane has his protection right now, but we need to protect them. And so we want to make sure, we want to allow this mother to also speak for a second.
And I was just trying to figure out why they're still holding my son. Why do he have to sit there and suffer? He suffered enough to see his best friend get shot and killed by the police. And I just want my son to come home. He's suffering too much from this. And they holding him for no reason.
Any of you people want to say anything? Feel free, it's your chance. It's all right. We got you back.
Man, like I say, man, the police be on other stuff every day. Every day the police on something new. Every day out there by BMK or the end, they always trying to mess with us. Man, like I say, man, this been a long time coming for these people to get what's coming to them, man. Every day we sit outside, whether we in our white tees, our polos, our Air Force Ones, our J, we sit outside, whether we walk just because of the way our pants is, where our hats turn, they think we bang. You go outside and be swagged up and you ain't got to be no gangbanger, none of that. And see what it is, a lot of these young kids out here, man, they trying to feed into the crowd like I be trying to tell my little dude. You ain't got to feed into the crowd to be cool, my nigga. And man, they really need what's coming to them because all these police, they slick at them out with them badges. They real slick with them badges to see. Y'all see this on camera. Y'all don't see what we see on the street. Y'all don't see how they come harass us every day. They harass us every day on the block. I got to the point I get harassed by my first name. All they say that. I come outside, they follow me to the gas station. You dig what I'm saying? That's not cool for nobody to live their life. They follow us, they harass us. Every day I come outside and I see it. Every boy behind me has been harassed by Champaign's finest. And if I'm lying, God can strike me down right now. So all they do, they don't have nothing better to do. And right now they got a crime to investigate right now. But they can't investigate because they the ones that did it. And like I say, I promise, man, that was my brother, man. Like all these right here, these my brother bros. And they mess with him. Because like I say, man, see, yeah, already, like I say, this twice, not once but twice. You dig what I'm saying? I already lost one, and then, man, like I tell them though, I don't cry and I don't let nobody see me sweat, but man.
Hey Aaron, can you have people say and spell their names? But we just need that.
My name is Sean Williams, SEON, WILIAMS. I own a barbershop on the north end of town called the Whip Hair Designs. Kiwane was one of my customers. Like a lot of other guys that's up here at the shop, they come get haircuts. A lot of our young men have problems. And a lot of the problems that these young men have not been addressed. You know, we took upon ourselves as a barbershop to take on the responsibility of taking care of some of these young men. We started a program called BLT last year. We started with 8 people, we ended up with 60 young men within a 2-3 week period. Because on these own young men's decision, they know that they need help. But there's no places for them to reach out to. You know, their mom's working. You know, dad, I don't know, might be working. But as a community, we have not supported these young men. And so a lot of things that you see is because of a community's neglect. You know, I mean, me and Councilman Kyle just talked about the harassment of the police department and the racial profiling and all that type of thing. And then while we're talking, this incident happens. And he has to leave out of the barber chair to go see about this young man. You know, I just hope that we can come up with some positive ways to handle the problems that these young men and these young women have within school, within the streets, within their homes, within their lives, so we can have a productive community. Thank you very much.
Let me kind of summarize some things. that I think everybody should hear. I think the first order of business is to find out about the young man that's still incarcerated, and we need to get him released. That's first order of business. Second order of business is that we should be at the Champaign City Council at the next meeting, and we should make it very clear our unhappiness. Let me just say what I think is occurring here. And it's very hard when you don't have all of the facts. I recognize that. But from what I have, it appears to me that the Champaign Police were used. Someone in that neighborhood called, very similar to the Harvard incident, to do their dirty work. And that someone, which is one of three houses, because you can only see the house from certain angles. The windows were too high, so they didn't try to burglarize the house. So it was someone that made a phone call, which they will not release to us. And Champaign Police reacted like they normally would to do the dirty work of somebody in that neighborhood. I think at the basis of all of this is race. Now, having said that, I've been dealing with these kind of things for 40 years. I'll be 60 years old my next birthday. I have never seen anything like this, where a parent has to identify, or a guardian has to identify their child by a picture. Look at that picture, all of you. This hardened criminal. Look at that picture. Look at that picture. We need to get an explanation from not the city council, but the city manager. That's who supervises the chief of police. We have a few things that are happening. We cannot deal with all of the social ills that affect our community. And it certainly is not African American kids. I'm a teacher. It is not only our kids, and we should not leave here with that impression. But there's something going wrong with policing in this community that we don't see in Urbana, and we don't see with the sheriff. And we need to get at that. So at that city council meeting, I'm going to ask for a lot of things. All African American leaders that are sitting on these so-called advisory boards, you need to remove yourself from it. All of them. And we need to come together and start working on what's going on in our community. Justice Department needs to be here, because I'm not confident in the investigation, considering that it was not the kids that broke in the house, it was the police that broke in the house and tore the door down. That is, in my mind, very related to a cover-up. That is a witch hunt. And we're not going to stand for that, period. It can happen to you, it can happen to you, or your child. Right. We need to raise some money to help this family out. But that's what they just destroyed their homes. And
that's what we're going to, we're moving into right now as we bring this press conference to a close. Rhonda will speak here shortly, and then we will also, we'll make the announcement about the benevolent fund and how people can help who want to help.
I'd like to say my name is Rhonda Williams, R-H-O-N-D-A. W-I-L-L-I-A-M-S. I'm the aunt to Kiwane Carrington. And basically, the question that I have to answer, at the time that his body came into Carl Hospital, I was there upstairs visiting someone. I got the phone call that my nephew had just been shot by the police, and I immediately went to the emergency room. I went downstairs, I asked the young lady at the desk, did my nephew, Kiwane Carrington, just come in, supposed to have been shot by the police? She went back there, she stayed about 5 minutes, she come back there and told me, no, that was not your nephew. You need to go to the police station. The call came in at 1:21 p.m. that they got that 911 call. They pronounced him at 2:15 p.m. I went to the emergency room, they told me he was not there. This was around 4:35ish. I went to the police station, whereas my niece Kanisha and my mother was there. They put us in an interview room. told us to wait. I said, well, where's my nephew? You know, is he okay? They said, yeah, just go in the interview.